Born again, what Jesus said in Psalm 37, fret not yourself because of evil. Soon they're going to be cut down. They're going to wither. But my faith and my trust is in who? God. And so what I have to do is know who I am in Christ. And when I know who I am, that's why Paul said, I know whom I'm able to believe. He's able to keep me. Because I'm not trusting in my neighbor, my uncle. I'm trusting in the Lord. Look what he said. Nicodemus said on there, how can a man be born when he's old? Can he enter the second time in mother womb and be born? Jesus answered, verily, look, boy, I told you, verily I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and spirit, cannot enter the kingdom of God. Why? For God is spirit. John 4:24 said, God is spirit. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit. And we see that part, but we don't see and in truth. You got to be truthful to yourself before you can be truthful to somebody else. You got to know who you are before you can tell somebody about Jesus. You got to know who you are, what ground you on. You cannot talk about Jesus if you don't know him yourself. No, you can't. You can't get out here and spread no gospel if you don't know the gospel. The gospel is Jesus Christ. Death, burial, and resurrection. That's the gospel. And if you come with any other stuff, you're just making a noise. In college, when we was taught, able to speak at college, and if you didn't go to the cross, the instructor would tell you, that was just a watered up sermon. Go ahead, boy. He said, when you fail to put Jesus on that cross, put him in the ground and wake him up, you'd have missed it. Because it's not about us, how great of orators we are. It's about him and what he does for the believer. He can keep him in perfect peace of mind, stay where? On him, not on your issues, not on your problem. He'll keep him in perfect peace, whose mind stays on him. Because to him that he is, he's going to solve your issues. Not your neighbor, not your grandpa. He's going to solve it. That which is born of flesh, see, mother told you about your first. Boy, you're born on June the 10th, But then you could tell mama about your next one. God met me on the street, mama. I was on the garbage can on June the 10th. I was out there on the street. He met me. Turned me around. Jesus will find you anyway. Ain't no way you can run that God won't find you. Jonah was here today to tell you, I got on the ship and I thought I'd hear it somewhere. But God sent the water to say, go back there and shake that ship. When you get too shaky, shake it hard. Because I want to let him know I sent him to Nineveh. I sent him somewhere. When I tell him to go, he gone. You can't let God tell you go somewhere, you're going to tell God, no, not me. When God sends you somewhere, make up your mind, I'm going. You're going one way or the other. Either he's going to carry you there, drop you there, he's going to make sure you get there. That's right. And that's why as a leader, a pastor of a church, you got to know the word compassion. If you don't know what compassion is and how to reach out to people that's hurting, that need change, need help, something wrong with you. God could have killed Jonah. But he let him see, I could put you where I want you, when I want you. I could put you up, I could put you down. I could destroy you just like that. But he put him in, the Bible said, the belly of a fish. That could be a metaphor we could think about. Oh, I guess that didn't happen. But he said, Jonah was 3 days, 3 nights in the belly of the fish. So shall the Son of Man be 3 days, 3 nights on earth. He was somewhere. And Jonah prayed when he was there. That's why prayer is so important in the believer's life. And you need to learn how to pray for yourself. And you don't need nobody to come tell you nothing. You praying for yourself. Every Christian ought to know his order know what I believe, and can't let nobody come disturb your life. Because they got some people with some bad spirit. Yeah. You better know them. Say, people sitting right by you, say, don't say about me. Believe me not. They got false prophets, false teachers, false preachers in the world. They're here. And that's why you got to know who you hear me tell you, you better know who your company is, who you're going somewhere with, because they can deceive you. Come as Satan in the light. But you got to know, and that's why you need a foundation.
That's right.
You got to know. Because if you know what you know, can't nobody move. Amen. They can say all kind of stuff, but they can't change your mind. I know what I believe. You know, like sometimes folk in the other religion, they can't come in your church. They can't come in the church. But if you saved, you can go anywhere. I can go in their church. Nothing will happen to me, because I know what I believe. I'd had them say, I'm going to get soldier so-and-so. Go get it. They bring soldier so-and-so, he leave. They go get soldier so-and-so, he leave. You know what soldier said? The last one came and said, you too bad for me. No, I ain't bad. That's who in me is bad. Because I know what I believe. You coming over here telling me about what y'all put together. But I'm not talking about what you put together. I'm talking about what I received from God.
That's it. Amen. That's right.
See, every preacher God ain't called all these folks.
That's right, amen.
You better believe me. Amen. God ain't called all these folks run right to me. I'm a preacher, I'm this and I'm that.
That's right.
You got to be anointed.
That's it.
And appointed to do this. Because one day you're going to give an account of every word you say. Every word I say here on Tuesday, every word I say, one day I'm going to have to get before God. Amen. And he's going to say, I told you to say that. I told you to do that. But you yourself did that. And a lot of folk is out there on their own. Yeah. Believe me or not. That's why if you really saved, folk ain't gonna fool you.
That's right.
If you truly saved, folk cannot fool you. Watch what he said. That which is born of flesh is flesh. And what he said, Mason, in the last verse?
That's what is born of spirit is spirit.
And the last thing he said?
Not more that I say to you,
you must be born again. That's a man had everything, but he missed it. But he had enough common sense to know can't nobody do what he doing. Listen, God be with you. And when he found the answer, he said, I'm going to get some of this teaching. He got it too. He became a secret disciple. But we ought to be open disciples. Everybody ought to know we children of God. Because of what we, 2 Corinthians 5:17, I done brought you that so much you ought to know that about all. If any, what? Did it say be in this edifice? In Christ. Preposition. In Christ. In Christ. Not in this building. If any man be in Christ, he or she is a new. Change takes place. Old attitudes begin to fade away. Old thoughts begin to fade away. Doubt, fear, all the things that Satan brings to the believer, brings to the sheep, you ought to say, can't get me on that. I'm a new person. When I wasn't in Christ, you got me, man. You took me anyway. But Paul said, once I'm saved, sin should not reign over me. Shake somebody and say, sin should not reign over me. Because great is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I should have some control over what I say. And I got to always remember what I say. Will it hurt somebody or help somebody?
Come on, Pastor.
Yeah, you got to always be wondering, when you say stuff to folk, is it to help them or could it hurt them? or could it destroy them?
That's right.
It's because if you just jump out, I'm going to give you a good example. Me and my wife been married years, and I preached at home. And I was talking about how my wife iron my shirts and do this and do that. And after the program was over, the lady walked up to my wife. You iron this shirt like he said? She said, yes. Girl, you crazy. Ain't no way I'd do that. I don't iron, he ironed his own shirt. I ain't saying nothing, I'm just listening at her talk. My wife come home. I ain't ironing no more shirt. Now, I could have said, yeah, you iron the shirt. That's okay. I iron my own shirt. I don't have a problem. When they asked out, I iron my, get out the way. That's it, where you go this way. The moral of the story is, I've been married 30-something years. Yes, somebody you just met at a program gonna tell you something, and you gonna buy that before you buy it. What? Yeah, I say, now, yeah, that woman, you just met that woman one day, and she gonna tell you, and me been married all the time. That's the work of Satan. Jealousy. When jealousy and envy get in folk, they'll try anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, see, brother, see if you got a good home. Folk watching you. Yeah, then the minute they see a crack, because they're unhappy, they're going to try to make you unhappy. You got to watch that. I learned that folk come up to me, I say, yeah, God bless you.